Right, today we are back at a job that I did a couple of weeks ago, and we couldn't quite finish it off when we were here because there was a bit of an issue with the tiles around the basin, and we had to jiggle it around a little bit, and various people said different ways to get over this issue with it, but the customer's gone for having tiles around the outside, so we've got to take the basin back out to get this all back in and get it finished off completely. So I'll quickly show you exactly what I'm on about. If you remember, we had this basin unit go in. The customer's old unit was slightly higher. Various people said, why don't you lift this basin up? And yeah, you could do that. You could do it various ways. You could lift that basin unit up off the floor, but that would mean another plinth around the bottom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this out. We're gonna put some of the tiles around there. I'm just waiting for Nath, my tilist, to get here because he may have a tile that matches this. If not, the customer's bought just a plain white tile that they're happy with because it's going to be just around the outside there, and we've also got to sort out the trim here. So yeah, there was a few different ways we could have sorted it, but the customer has gone for the tile around the back. So first things we've got to do is get the water turned off to this, get it out, and when I put it in, I did say I've only sort of put it in temporary, put a few little blobs of silicone in the back just to hold it into position so that we can take it out easy enough. Nathan come and tile it, and then we can get it back in. So first off, let's get it out. So I'm going to get this basin unit out dead easy. Just switch off the two, if I can get the screwdriver in, two isolation valves that are underneath there. Like so. Open the tap up, and then all we've got to do is undo the trap off there. Dead straightforward. Like I said, when I put it in, I knew it was going to be coming back out, and then there's a screw holding it in. Where is it? Just there. And there's another one holding it in there, and then what we'll do is slice down the back where the silicone is and lift it out of position. So with it disconnected underneath, we'll just slice the three little blobs of silicone that I put down the back just to hold it in place while the customer uses it. So in theory, we just got to undo the flexes off the isolation valves like so, and then we should be able to just lift it up and out of position. Right. Perfect. With that out, I'll just get the other screw out, and then this unit will just lift out of the way, and then Nath can get tiling at the back when he arrives. So that's it, both screws out. Now this should, there you go, just move out of the way. So let's get this out of the way and then have a look and see how Nath's going to do the tiling. Right then, with that unit and basin now completely out of the way, we can see what Nath's got to deal with. Hopefully, as I said, you can get ones that are going to match on the top. If not, the customer's got the white tile. We just make that little bit of trim up there and then put the rest of the tiles around down and just finish it off nicely. And we can get the unit back in and the basin back on. But for now, we just got to wait for the tiler. See when he arrives. Tyler's arrived.
Alright.
Nath's here.
Alright.
Matty's here as well.
Alright.
Let's go and see what they think to what's going on in there, shall we?
Boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town.
Back in town.
How was your fishing? Nate's been fishing for a week in France. How did you do, mate?
Could have been better.
Did you go, Matty, as well?
Could have been better. I had one.
So you've gone there for a week and you had one fish?
50 pounder, 53 pounder. Yeah.
It's tad warm it was.
Tough going.
Too warm to fish?
Oh yeah, I was
warm
really
to
Is it too, can it be too warm to fish?
Yeah.
I went fishing in the day.
It was hot.
Was you not?
Yeah.
You just fish at night? Yeah, but
Too hot.
38 degrees.
at night, so you set all your fishing stuff up, throw it all in, and you have buzzers, don't you?
Yeah.
So you just go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I went fishing, I was watching a little float like this. Like this for about 3 hours.
Catching your sticklebacks.
That was it. It's catching me perch in the cut. Yeah, so one fish in a week.
Fish. Savage week, mate.
Was that a shit week then? Was that a shit week?
Usually,
what do you usually do?
Usually we do about 40 fish in a week. We did what, 20?
No, not even that.
Not even that.
15.
Yeah.
Good time though.
A couple of the lads had PBs, like 60-pounders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was happy. Everybody caught at the end of the day. So yeah, it was good. It's good.
There you
Just
go.
the weather weren't.
It's just a week away on the piss, really, isn't it?
It is really, yeah.
Some
It's barbecues and beer.
Don't put that on thingy because the missus will
Yeah.
say it.
Nicola, don't listen to what
It's
you say.
it's not a holiday. It's serious
We
work.
graft, we do hard work.
It's graft.
You come to work for a break now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, let's go look at some tiling.
Do it.
So, what do you think then, mate?
Well, I mean, it's never gonna look the prettiest, but we're just gonna put some tiles in and fill this area.
Yeah, because the customer's got those, and we couldn't match these ones up. I weren't sure. Nate said he was going to have a bit of a look in his garage, see if he had something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't
Unfortunately,
find any.
didn't have any, mate, did you?
No.
So the customer's bought them. She's happy with that. Basically what you'll see is about that much, about 40-50 mil around the top. But what Nate's going to do is just use up all the tiles, cut round there. We've got a little bit of trim that's going to match up there. It's not perfect, but it's going to match that in, tie that in.
Yeah, the age of it, you'll never match that in. So yeah, we'll fill this area because you've got a bit of a hole in the back of the unit.
Yeah, the back of the unit's open, so we're going to put some tiles there. But like Matty's just noticed, they're not complete brick bond, are they? They're off slightly. So it's going to be one of them. Nate's just going to match it up as best he can, and
yeah, we'll make good of
whatever job it is. Because look, if you look here, that's neither here nor there, Matty, is it?
No, that's that. And up there, you got it again. Look, you got about an inch there. Look.
Yeah.
Inch and a half.
Yeah.
What they've done here, it's just random.
Tilers, mate. Can't get good tilers, can you?
Not these days, no.
It's just cut down that.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Probably
Right,
easier,
I'll leave these boys to
Whip
crack on with this, and then when this is done, tiled, grouted up, we'll leave it overnight, and I'll be back in the morning to get the unit in. So it's the following day now. We're back here. Nathan, Matty finished off tiling wise. We've just offset these just to sort of go with the same as what was in. The boys, I just basically left them to it. The boys done what they needed to do there. So what we've got to do now is get the unit back into here, get it fixed back in, and then we can start connecting it back up. As I said, it's a nice, simple, straightforward little job that the customer hasn't got an issue with these tiles being white because the unit's going to be there and they're not bothered with just like a little border around the top. At the end of the day, you do what the customer's happy with. Because we're patching up what was there before, you know, it's never going to be perfect. So people are going to be in the comments going, that's this, that and the other. At the end of the day, the customer's happy with it. We've patched it in without doing too much for them. They didn't want to lift the basin unit up. They don't mind just that, having that white border along the top. So that is how that is going. What we've got to do now is get the basin unit back into position. Then straightforward, get that into position, 2 fittings, then we can get the basin top on and get it all connected up. As I said before, I'd done it and put it in knowing that it had to come out, so it was an easy enough job for us. First off, let's get the basin unit back in and off and into position. Right, that's the unit now back into position, and you can see once this sink top's on as well, it's another sort of 40 mil, so you're only going to see probably that much of these tiles anyway. And then also with the tiles going down, it's covered that little bit at the back, and like the customer said, being a white unit, white basin, it's not looking out of place at all. So we'll get these 2 holes re-drilled using the good old classic eBay tile bit that I mention in every single video. That I get this out, eBay, I'll put a link in the description, eBay 10 for 6 quid, and they last ages. Just buy 20-30 of them instead of 1 drill bit for like 25 quid that lasts, you know, probably 20 holes. The 30 of them last you some months and months. 6 months I think I've had these. Right, let's get these holes drilled out. Now we've got the basin top on, everything is dropping into place on this one. That's in, like I said, you're only seeing sort of 30-40 mil around the top. It doesn't look out of place at all. So we're going to get the trap connected in, get the two flexes connected back onto the pipework, and then we can turn the water back onto it, check it's all right, and then go and get some silicone and just seal around the back of it just to finish it off nice and neat. So there we go, job done, basin all in, siliconed in, finished off, working. You know what, doesn't look too bad at all with that. So yeah, customer's happy, finally all done. Another little job ticked off. This is from the job where we replaced the shower screen and we took this out. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link above so you can watch the whole video of it. And then obviously this is just finishing off that last little bit. So yeah, job done, customer's happy. Another little job ticked off for this. Right, if you've liked this little short midweek video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment below and let me know what you think. Right, catch you on the next one.